Bennington, New Hampshire, rather, next town over in the Franz Auto Body Honda. 8 laps. Dana Shepherd gets a little jump on the green, but nevertheless, here they come. Mustang Toyota Cavalier. DJ shoots into second spot. Dana looking a lot better than last week. He was having all kinds of troubles with that car. Couldn't keep it straight. Couldn't keep it up to speed, but this week it's looking strong. Field gets spread out. Dana Shepherd, DJ Lazelle slides to the inside. That gives McKnight a little daylight on the outside. Meanwhile, McTaggart and Adams duking it out for 4th and 5th. McTaggart sees a lot of room down inside and drives it hard into 3rd place. McTaggart moves into 3rd. McKnight slips back possibly to 5th as Adams has the inside line. Coming up on the halfway mark, Dana Shepherd, DJ Lazelle, Chris McTaggart, Beth Adams, Kevin McKnight, Cameron Sontag. 5 cars make the qualifying cut. The bubble car is McKnight. Dana Shepherd, here comes McTaggart inside Lazelle now. Lazelle opts for the outside groove. McTaggart takes the quick way around and goes to the bottom. Beth Adams coming along to try to move into 3rd with 2 laps left. Lazelle slides out. Adams slides in. Lazelle back to 4th. Adams 3rd. McKnight 5th. Sontag 6th. Tim Paquette 7th. All within, whoa, everybody getting slippery and sliding. Contact is made as they come across the stripe. The 76 is still trying to run, and he slides it down to the inside, must have a cut tire. He's going to pull it up and try to draw a caution, but it's not going to happen. Well, we tried a yellow checker, but it's a little late now. They've all crossed the stripe. And Lazelle will get in there, but not in a qualifying spot. And the 15, McTaggart, winds up in the wall. Don't know how he got involved in that, but that's the kind of thing that... Roy Rogers has been a winner in previous seasons, but he's been out of victory lane for a while and would like to get back there. Julia Raymond had wins in the books even last year and has been a piece of the top 3 finishers for the last 3 or 4 seasons. Here's the checkered flag. Checked out the green flag. Talking about wins, thinking about checkered flags. Let's see who's going to have it when this one's over. Pomasco, Raymond. Joe Collins' car decides it doesn't want to go. To the line, Raymond by a nose. Pomasco a little loose on the bottom of the racetrack. Julia Raymond hard on it, going down the backstretch. They'll fight it out for turn 3. Raymond turns a hard left and takes it to the line with a clear-cut lead. Pomasco 2nd, Rogers 3rd. The new Mike Stebbins machine running 4th. Fayford and Monahan 5 and 6. Halfway through this one, Julia Raymond on top with Eric Pomasco. Julia running hard, currently sitting in 8th place in the point standings. That will help her qualifying position a little bit when she gets lined up with the handicapping system. 2 laps to go. Julia Raymond, Eric Pomasco, Joy Rogers, and Mike Stebbins. White flag out, 1 down, and they're done. Mike Stebbins trying to figure out what that car is going to do for him. Checkered flag. It's going to be Julia Raymond. Eric Pomasco, too hard off the corner, slides across the line, second backwards. And I don't know if his transponder will work if he turns the car around, but he was second. Rogers third, fourth to Mike Stebbins, and fifth to the 04 of Justin Pfeiffer. From Charlestown, New Hampshire. And in the 28 from Keene, New Hampshire, Craig Chafee. All right, remember, this is a 10-lap qualifier to get them in a qualifying order for tonight's 25-lap Thunderstock feature. Mini stocks, Thunderstocks, Super Stocks, Pro 4s, all running 25 laps. Sportsman mods will go 30, and our near drivers and our young guns 15. Here they come, looking for the green from Mike Griggs, and there it is. Henry Martin comes right up to put some pressure on Jason Barden. Marshall Usher shuffles underneath. Barden goes wide, and Henry goes high up in front of him. They bang bumpers. Henry takes the lead. Usher into second. Now Barden third, fourth is Janowski, then Barnard fifth, Greenslid sixth, Town seventh. Vians driving hard into the corner will move into eighth. Whoa, look out, James. Hang on to that baby. All right, good job. Black flag for James Nowakowski. Leaking something, I think. Martin, Usher, Barden slides to the inside. Janowski comes up to the outside and then rides too high in the corner. Henry Martin looking strong. Halfway coming up. This is a 5-lap halfway mark. Henry Martin, Marshall Usher, Jason Barden, Paul Barnard, and David Greenslid. Brian Town now trying to put a little pressure on his buddy David. Brian's been down here a few times last year. Cashman and Chafee trying to feel out their new cars at the back of the field. Brian Town had one win with us last season. Trying to see if he can get a repeat this year. 2 laps to go in this qualifier. In fact, Brian's beginning to feel his oats on the outside there. And doesn't quite get as much oats in there as he wanted. 1 to go. This should be a preamble to what 25 laps will look like. Brian Town pushing hard to take the win, but he just rides up the bank too hard. It'll be Martin, Usher, Town, Barden, Barnard, and Greenslid, followed by Janowski, and then Cashman and Chafee. L9. Let's get that number right, Dave. 27 is Roby. 11A Meservey, Lozier, Fresh, Bergman, and on the outside, Wren. Here they come. 8 laps. Cranking it up quickly. Right up against the wall, Lozier and Fresh getting a little bit close for comfort there. David Bergman, Bergman, Wren, Lozier, and Roby. Fresh and Meservey. Halfway coming up here. Wren trying to close the margin. Two to go. David Bergman. White flag coming up, one to go for Bergman and Wren. Lozier's going to have to hustle to catch him. It's going to be Bergman and Wren down to the wire. Bergman cranks it up wide. Here he goes to the outside. Cross the stripe, he's got the win. Roby goes third, Fresh fourth, fifth belongs to Meservey. Sixth belongs to Meservey. So David Bergman, son of the great Bugsy Stevens, taking over the ride today from his wife Robin, who won the championship in that car last year. Less sophisticated under the hood. Same style car, Pro 4 lights, and they will race with the Pro 4s, and then you'll have the winner of the race and the winner of the light competition. Mark Charette in the 21L currently leading that point standings. Quickly out front. Whoa, hang on, Mr. Roby. Tom Royer turns it all the way around, straightens it out, and goes to play catch-up. Meanwhile, Randy Clark is flying. Uh-oh, something's going wrong on the 21. A lot of smoke coming out from underneath that car. 77 pulls up out of the way. That could well be body rub, unless he's going wide and he's spitting oil on his car. No one slipping and sliding behind him. Clark well out there. 21. I want to tell you that may be a tire rub and not an oil leak, but it's persisting. Two to go. So he pulls it to the infield. Only happens when he turns left. One lap to go for Randy Clark. The 77 of Bill Lucchese, the 97 for Casey Willett, and Tom Royer in the 80. And that'll wrap it up quick. Lucchese in the 77 was second. Down to the green, into turn 4. They hit the stripe between the turns. It comes out. James Thompson did not keep pace, and Nancy is the pace setter, and everybody else is sliding underneath him now. 8-lap qualifier for the Superstock division. Nancy Muni, Ian McDonald, Robert Hager, Tom Carey the third, Rob, then Bill Johnston and James Thompson. Hagar drives down inside McDonald. My apologies, Hager is now in a Chevy SS. Carey slides underneath the 08. Halfway coming up, Nancy Muni got a good start. Hager trying to run her down. Two to go. Muni looking back, sees the black and white and the white and black coming after her. Can she hang on for two? She's been in victory lane, not in a feature for a long time. And actually she's had some rough days even in qualifying, but this looks like a stronger one for her. A lap to go. Carey's challenging Hagar now for the checkered flag. It'll stay that way. Muni wins. Hager second, Carey third. McDonald takes fourth. Johnston comes on for fifth, and the sixth and final spot goes to Thompson. Alyssa taking a year off from, or at least part of the year off from her Sportsman mod, so Kim Rivette can drive it, and she's brought out her Super Stock again. She's driven many years in the past. Here's the green. On the gas quickly coming off the corner. They catch up in turn two. Both of them diving hard into 3 and 4. See who's going to come out on top. Alyssa runs wide. Tyler takes the lead. Larry down to the inside. Lavoie moving up a notch. And now it's Striebel on the outside trying to move up a notch. Tyler Leary in his sophomore year in this division. Now moves into second spot. Coming up on the halfway mark, and Leary is challenging. Bounces off the side of Lescourt a little bit and grabs the lead. Lavoie goes underneath and takes over the second spot, and here comes the 71 of Striebel for third. Alyssa may find it a quicker way around if she can get down to the bottom and keep it there. Lescourt drops into the hole, doesn't give her a chance. 2 to go. Tyler Leary looking strong. We got a white flag coming up, and the challenge from John Lavoie right with it. Lavoie may have a shot at Leary. We'll see. Tyler has a little bit of edge on the straightaway. Lavoie comes up, looks inside, checker flag comes out, and Leary gets his first win in a qualifier. Lavoie second, Striebel third. Lescourt fourth, fifth belongs to Alyssa Rivera. Okay, let's see how they shake it out. Eric Leclerc and Tyler Jarvenpa in the first of our 3 Sportsman Mod qualifiers. Green is out. And Jarvenpa trying to pull ahead off the corner. Gets a bit of an advantage. And he'll take the lead. Leclerc dead even for third place. On the outside, Adam Norton, Brian Chapin. Norton a little bit loose, Chapin not quite as loose. That saved them from coming together. Now they make contact. Norton slides down into third place, gets down on the rail on the inside. Halfway coming up now. Jarvenpaa, Norton, and Leclerc. Norton down to the inside. Leclerc gives him a little space. Stays up high and then follows him off turn 4 rather. Off of turn 4 and into turn 2, where Leclerc rides up high and Norton stays low enough to gain ground on Jarvenpaa with 2 laps to go. Tyler Jarvenpaa and Adam Norton. Actually, I think they pit right next to each other down in the pit area. White flag out. Jarvenpaa looking a little smoother coming off of turn 4 than he did in practice this afternoon. And you need to be smooth off of that corner to keep your edge. He gets the win. Jarvenpaa, Norton, Leclerc, and Chapin, Williams, and Kaiser. Here comes Joey Kendall bringing him down with Scott McMichael on the outside, waiting for the green. There it is. McMichael had to fight it to keep it straight. A little wheel spin on the start sets McMichael off. Joey Kendall drives hard down into the corner with Bill Kimball right on his bumper. Kendall, Kimball, and McMichael. Eight-lap qualifier. Top 4 cars make the cut. Shouldn't be hard to figure it at this point. Bill Kimball looks like he's trying to set Kendall up for a pass one of these laps. Moves down to the inside. Kendall stays out wide, keeps it up, and then takes away the upper groove. Halfway coming up. Kimball looks inside. Kendall shuts the door. Joey Kendall. Overdue for another win in the feature. Turns it hard off the corner. Let that back end slip out and almost opened up the inside for Kimball. 2 to go. Kendall, Kimball, and McMichael. Everybody else can just watch the top 3 from behind. Bill Kimball trying to make a run to the inside. Wide flag out. Kendall takes away the bottom of the racetrack. You got to pass on the inside in turn 4. If you can't get down there, you can't get by. One more try. Can he get in? No. Kendall holds the bottom, takes the checkers. Kimball second. McMichael third. Rivette fourth, and the 5 spot belongs to Blow. Joey Kendall has a good run to hold the win. Whole different ball game when you're driving on a bull ring like Monadnock. We'll see how she does. Carzello and Fifield. Fifield trying to inch ahead. Here comes Carzello, and here comes the green. And then they all have to get back on the gas. No one making any moves. A little contact, Carzello and Fifield. That opens it right up for Patnode, who slides right in there, holds him to the outside, and he'll take the lead. Todd Patnode. Patnode, Carzello, Fifield, and Cloutier. Halfway coming up, Patnode, Carzello, Fifield, and Cloutier. Ouellette's starting to get the hang of it, picking up the speed a little bit. Looking for 2 to go in another lap or so. Patnote coming down to take the 2 to go now with Carzello behind him. Fifield finding the short way off turn 4. White flag out for the field. 1 to go for everybody now as Patnote comes down. He'll sew up the win. The top 3 are the qualifiers. So Patnote, Carzello, and Fifield make the cut. And Cloutier and Willett will have to move to the back of the qualified cars. And that concludes the qualifying round here at the Speedway on Armed Forces Night. Hats off to all of you who served our country.